Welcome to week 3 of The Right Hills to Die On. This week is all about becoming, how God uses community, even in conflict, to shape us into who He's designed us to be. In Acts 15:36 through 16:5, what we see is a personal disagreement between Paul and Barnabas that could have split the church, but instead it advanced the mission. In Life Group, we're not just here to be comfortable, we're here to grow. And sometimes growth happens through conflict, change, and even challenge. Becoming who God made you to be means learning how to handle conflict in a gospel-shaped way. Paul and Barnabas, they disagreed sharply about whether to take John Mark on their next journey. Barnabas wants to give him another chance. Paul says no. They end up parting ways, but instead of it being a disaster, God multiplies the mission. 2 teams go out instead of 1. Here's what we learn. Conflict doesn't have to kill community. If handled with humility and purpose, it can deepen relationships and develop leaders. Listen, if you're in a life group long enough, there's going to be a disagreement. That doesn't mean the group failed. It just means you have an opportunity to grow. In Acts 16, Paul chooses Timothy to join him. But before they go, Paul has him circumcised. Now that might sound strange. After all, wasn't the whole Jerusalem council about not requiring circumcision? Yeah, but this wasn't about salvation. It was about mission. Paul didn't want anything to get in the way of reaching Jews who might see Timothy as a half outsider. He was willing to sacrifice a preference for the sake of the gospel. This is becoming and learning to prioritize the mission over our comfort and our preferences. Verse 4 and 5 of Acts 16 show the result. So the churches were strengthened in faith and grew daily in numbers. That's what happens when people live with gospel flexibility, when they're committed to truth but willing to let go of preference. At the Heights, Life Group is a place where we help each other grow. We bring our different backgrounds, our different experiences, perspectives, and we submit them all to Jesus. And in the process, we become who He's made us to be. So don't shy away from tough conversations. Don't avoid growth moments. Lean in. Let God shape you through His community and use you for His mission. Let's become who God created us to be together. And now, let's jump into the Word and into discussion.